Okay, so first off tonight, just to let you guys know that tonight's Zoom, the Sunday night Zoom, not the corporate call, but the Zoom that we just had, was one of the biggest we've ever had. We had almost 100 people. We've had a couple of Zooms when we were giving away the Bahamas trips that were over 100, but it was a great turnout. We're probably going to start doing some other giveaways and some other stuff, but we're also using live testimonials now. And so that's one of the obviously the takeaways from this. I want you to be able to feel confident using testimonials with what you're doing. And so we're going to be including these live testimonials in all of our live Zooms. So you're going to be seeing that. And they're tonight I ran late. I'm going to cut it back a little bit because now the testimonials take a little bit longer and starting and stopping and sharing the screen and making co-host and all that. So it eats up, 5 or 6 minutes by the time you do 1 to 2 minute testimonials. So we're going to continue to do that. And so these are things that are coming and happening because of the work that we're doing together and the input that you guys have, and trying to show you guys exactly how to do it when you're out there. So we wanted to make it as much like a live presentation, and using that third-party validation, using testimonials like we're talking about, even on the corporate Zooms. So I'm going to go through y'all's reports on 2 and Free and Lifer 300. Simba, can you please update me on your list and what you've done the last 4 or 5 days? We got to figure this out. So give me a more detailed update on what's going on and where you're at with your list of 10. Daryl, congrats. Daryl hit Lifer 300 today. So everybody give Daryl a big round of applause. That's exciting. Congratulations. Kelly, you're getting one today, and so you're just one away. Awesome. Marcus, 2 and Free, 4 from Lifer 300. Kelly's will make you 3 away. Safe, two and Free, 4 away from Lifer 300. Tammy, 2 and Free, 2 more for Lifer 300. That's awesome. Sammy, okay. Sammy, can you update me on your prospects, who you've presented to, who you've shown, and what's going on with your coins? And then Simba and Marcus and Kelly. And Kelly, I got your long message. And so we can talk about that offline, but can those of you that I assigned the coins to, I want to get an update from you guys on that. And so instead of typing that, I'm going to go to each one of you guys in just a minute. Let me keep going through the group, but be ready. I'm going to talk to you guys about your coins. Ronnie's getting somebody signed up, so he's stepping away. Okay. Simba, so you're not available to talk. Sammy, you are. Marcus, you are. Okay, so I'm about to bring y'all on and talk about the coins. Kelly, are you available to talk to and tell me what's going on with your coins and your prospects? Okay. All right, so Marcus, let's start with you, bud. You're up.
Okay, with the coins. So the first day, it's been 4 days, I believe. So the first day I had the four, and second day I did four.
So you got 4 new numbers and names the first day and 4 new numbers and names the second day.
Yes, and then
Hold on. Let's back up for a second.
yes,
So it's supposed to be 5 before you go to sleep. So
right.
4 is good, but that's not the task. You got to
Yeah.
train yourself like you. So part of it is, Marcus, is that you don't go to sleep until you get your fifth. So what it does is meeting the task and completing all 5. It trains your brain to be always prospecting, always recruiting, always networking, always meeting people. Because what happens is once you get to a point where you're like, it's the end of the day and you're like, oh shit, I don't have my 5. then you got to go back out. You got to turn around and go to the mall, go walking around, go to the, if it's late, you got to find something that's open. Like you do that a couple of times, right? Because guys, this is the equivalent of working out at the gym. Okay. And so Marcus, the problem is that doing 4 is kind of like doing 2 reps on the bench press. You could go all the way to the gym. And this is the thing that bugs me because my gym is like 25 minutes from my house. And so I get distracted sometimes if I don't get to the gym at an early enough time because then my phone is ringing. I've got texts and messages and Zooms and everything else. So to me, this is like punishment to me to make sure I get my reps in, make sure I get my time in, because if I leave my house and I drive 25 minutes and I go all the way to the gym and then I don't get a full workout in, then I feel like a complete idiot because I drove 25 minutes there, 25 minutes back, getting in and out of the parking garage, going in, that's another, 10 or 15 minutes or whatever. So I literally wasted an hour of my day and I didn't get all my reps in. So when you do the 5 coins and the deal is, the assignment is get 5 before you go to sleep, I'm telling you, bro, once you have to turn around and walk out of your house a couple of times to get your 5, now you start getting your 5 earlier in the day. You start earlier. You talk to more people earlier. It's on your mind all the time. You're not coming into contact with any other humans and not getting their contact info. And so when you don't complete the task and you go home with 4 and you don't turn around and go get the 5th, it's like doing 2 reps on the bench press. You're driving 30 minutes to the gym, you're driving 30 minutes home, and you're like, you do 2 reps on the bench press. That's basically what you're doing because you're not retraining your mind. You're not getting into this. See, because here's the thing. I don't have to do the coins anymore. And there's some people on here that don't have to do the coins. Why? Because they've got lists that they're working actively. But you guys are like, well, this person's broke, this person's that. I don't really have anybody. I don't really know anybody. I don't know anybody in Scranton. I've lived there for a year, but I don't know anybody. Guys, this is how you do it. This is how you could drop me out of a plane anywhere on the planet. Okay. I don't care where it is. I don't even have to speak the language anymore. When I gave this example, I used to say, as long as I can communicate, I don't care where you drop me. Okay. Now I have Google Translate. So I don't even have to know how to speak their language, but you could drop me out of a plane anywhere in the world and I could start a team and I would have tons of contacts, tons of prospects, my friends. Okay. It's almost it's like, it doesn't annoy them like they don't get mad, but literally the people that know me, that hang out with me socially, they're like, you meet everybody. Like why is it you're talking to everybody? You're talking to everybody, you're meeting everybody, you're making friends at the poker table, you're making friends at the bar, you're making friends at the restaurant, you're talking to the kids when they're coming outside of the, today I went and ate after church and there was some kids pushing the kids were pushing their strollers. So like instead of riding in them, the kids were pushing them. So I'm like, hey, you're doing a good job. Can I hire you? I'm out just talking to people because I'm a networker. I don't need the coins. I can literally leave my house and I'm meeting people every day. You guys have seen it. I'm adding to my list every day. I put new names on here every day. I'm going to be doing another meeting in Dallas this Thursday. I've already got 3 people that are already confirmed for that. I got new names on here this week. I don't need the coins. But until you do it that way and you train yourself right and you do it with the 5, and then now you're like, dang, I got to go back out. Wes told me I got to get 5. I got to get 5. This is like the equivalent of having a trainer in the gym telling you, hey, don't be a wuss. You've only got 2 reps, bro. What are you doing? You need less weight? What's your problem? Right? Because you're doing 2 reps. You're not retraining your mind. The muscles have to break. The muscles have to tear, right? You understand that, right? You guys, to build muscles, right? You have to tear what's there. You have to break what's there. It's the same thing in our minds. We have to break the mind, retrain it, in order to where you're out and about and you don't need the coins. You guys don't need the coins once you get as good as me. I don't need the coins. I'm meeting people everywhere. I got new numbers in my phone all the time. So part of the assignment is don't go home until you get your 5. Go back out, make it uncomfortable. It's like I'm standing over you and I'm helping spot you and you're getting past your 2 reps. Don't just do 2 reps. Do 10, do 12, do 15. Do max weight. That's how you break it down. That's how you get muscles. That's how you build strength. It's the same thing in your mind. See, if you guys don't finish something, if you don't complete something, if you do part of it, right? That's why we're on this rank thing. And congrats. A lot of you have hit the 2 and free, and almost all of you. And the rest of you have almost all hit life for 300. Congrats. You guys are doing it. You're doing the reps. You're doing the work. But I'm telling you, if you don't go through the reps and do the reps, you're not going to get the results. Your muscles are not going to break down. They're not going to grow. Your brain is not going to get rewired. You're going to have the same results. You can't keep doing the same things and expect to get different results. Okay, Marcus?
Yeah. Hmm.
5. No more going home until you have 5. You're in a town that you've lived in for a year and you feel like you don't know anybody. Get out there and go introduce yourself to people. Go to networking events, find more groups. What's going on with your schedule this week with your groups? What events are you going to this week?
I have, hold on. I have it written down. So there's a workforce summit that I'm gonna go to. There's also a writers meetup on Wednesday. I've never been to one of those, so I'm kind of interested
Cool.
about that one. Oh, also there's a Super Bowl party with this organization, and they do a lot of like giving back in the community.
Perfect.
I went to something, I forgot what it was. I think it was I forgot the name of the event they had, but we went to an event there and they had like food and all of that stuff. So I'm definitely gonna meet a lot of people there, like people from Scranton, obviously. And that's the 3 that I have
Okay.
like
What
written
about
down as of now.
Toastmasters? Didn't we
And
talk about Toastmasters
Toastmasters, that's on Tuesday, so I'm going there as well too.
tomorrow or this Tuesday, as in 2 days?
Yes, 2 days. So
Okay.
Tuesday,
That
Wednesday.
I'm telling you, you're gonna love Toastmasters, Marcus. I think it's gonna be the best thing you can do. It's a great way to meet people. It's usually very nice people. It's a public speaking group, and so they help you with public speaking. And so it'll help you with your presenting, and it's an incredible place to meet and network. And everybody's really friendly and nice. Um, Generally, from all of the experiences and people, and I used to coach and teach debate. And so I would be a guest speaker at Toastmasters events. So I've been going to these and known of these for since I was in college. Because I was on a debate scholarship. And so part of our scholarship was we had to do some of these Toastmaster events. And so it's a great organization, been around forever. And I think you're going to really like it. So don't miss that again. Make that a regular part of your schedule. Okay.
Yeah, I
Same
have that
thing
in
with
there.
you,
Yep.
Simba and Kelly. And is Kelly going with you tomorrow? Or I mean, on Tuesday, Marcus? Kelly, are you working Tuesday?
Oh, she said yes. Okay. I
She
didn't know if she
is?
was working. Yeah.
Or she, with yes to which? She
Yeah,
didn't
I
give
she's
me a.
coming
work,
with me.
sorry, I work on Tuesday 10 to 3.
Oh, perfect. So you can go on Tuesday.
Yes, it'll be
Okay.
perfect.
Okay, so go with him. And then I would see because here's the thing, y'all also want to find there may be another one around Scranton. So, you could split up and go to different ones because obviously it's going to be the same people. So if you're kind of networking together, it's fine to start that way. But you guys need to find some things y'all can do separate from each other as well so that you can build your own list, because then you're both going to be talking to the same people. Because I'm assuming that in Scranton, it's not going to be a huge meeting. There may be like 10 or 12 people there or something. It may not, it may even, I mean, it might even be 7, 8, 9, but doesn't matter because you're going to meet them all. They're super friendly usually. And then there'll be some new people there that are trying to learn how to speak or maybe learning about sales. People go for different reasons, but you'll like it.
There's one on Friday. And it's in
Another group,
Wilkes-Barre.
it's a different Toastmasters group because they have
Yeah.
different like clubs and different areas and stuff. So
It says I don't know how to pronounce that. Mondelez International Toastmasters.
okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
yeah.
I would try to do both. Yeah, or if you can do one, or Kelly can do one, or whatever. Or if you're gonna do them, I would do the Tuesday one together just to kind of get the hang of it. But Simba, same for you, and Sammy, same for you. I would find a Toastmasters group where you guys are. It'll help you with your speaking, and it's a great networking place. And they'll be all over New York. They'll probably be like, I mean, there might be like, I don't know, like a dozen different chapters. It's kind of like it's not a franchise, but it's called a chapter. There'll be different chapters. So there'll be one in every borough for sure, and maybe multiple. So y'all need to get on that and join that. That's a good organization. Daryl, the meeting on Thursday in Dallas is in Keller. It's at a place called, and Tiffany's posting all these. You'll see them in the group. It's called the Hollywood Poor Shack. It's really called the Poor Shack, but on Apple Maps it shows up as Hollywood's Poor Shack. It's in Keller. Thursday night. And then Monday night I'm in Texarkana, and that meeting's posted as well. And then Tuesday I'm in Memphis. That meeting is posted as well. Tiffany's going to post them again tonight. So Monday, Texarkana, Tuesday, Memphis. And that's for guys on this call for Jessica and Ronnie and Ashley. And then Tuesday is Denson and Daryl's got people there, and there's other people there that are for Memphis. So Daryl, do you have people confirmed for Tuesday night for Memphis?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. I can hear you now.
yeah, I got a couple confirmed
Okay.
right now. Hopefully, I'll
What
get some
city do you
more.
live in?
I live in Memphis,
Oh, you're in Memphis proper.
right?
'Cause I
But
know some of the groups are
I
like
was
living
thinking about
around, like
coming to Dallas
around.
on Thursday, though.
What's that?
I'm thinking about coming to Dallas on Thursday. That's why I was trying to see. So is that near Frisco where you're gonna have it?
No, this one is closer to Fort Worth. So we did Frisco 2 weeks ago. We did Rockwall last week, and this week we're doing more on the Fort Worth side. So Keller is by like DFW Airport. So it's in Keller, and it's called the Hollywood Pour Shack. Pour. Pour. It's a bar. It's like a sports bar, and so we have an area reserved for our happy hour Thursday night, 6:30 arrival, 7 o'clock presentation, and I've been getting everybody out by 8. So that's kind of been our schedule the last couple weeks in Dallas. And then the following Thursday will be at Komodo, which is in downtown Dallas. That's where we did our red carpet launch event. That's part of Groot Hospitality. They're doing 10% off dinner reservations that night for us, for anybody that wants to stay and eat. So that's the following Thursday. All right. Okay. Simba, do you want to update me on your coins? Can you talk, or I can go to Sammy? Sammy, why don't we go to you? Simba, get to a place where you can talk if you can.
I could talk.
Oh, okay, cool. Go ahead.
I could talk super quickly because somebody on say he was right behind me. I want to talk to him, get his Instagram.
Okay. Just
like
go get it. If you've got somebody behind
no,
you, go get
he's
it.
talk. No, he's talking like he's a
Okay.
comic and he's already talking. So I got time real
Okay.
quick to update.
Nice.
First day I went out, I got 4 numbers. I mean 4 Instagram, two numbers, 2 Instagrams.
Okay.
I need to just like you told Marcus, make it a habit of like doing it because the next 2 days I wasn't as consistent. I only got at least 1 coin to the left, and today that's why I'm here. I know that I'm scheduling events like you're saying and getting it.
How did you get there? Did you take the train or did you walk? How'd you
I
get?
walked a couple blocks. I just got here. I walked a couple of blocks and took a bus. Then the bus was taking too long, and I took.
Okay, wait. Go back to the bus. You weren't the only person on the bus, right?
No, I ain't get on the bus.
No, oh, you didn't take the bus to get there?
I took a cab.
Oh, okay. You're gonna take the bus home.
Yes.
Okay, so when you get on public transport, all right, that's
Yeah.
like a free for all of people. Like you should be just introducing yourself to everybody, just chatting everybody up. I mean, because like I told Marcus, this is like doing, you're staying skinny at the gym. You're doing 2 reps, you're doing 3 reps. You're not getting the muscle breakdown. You're not getting the muscle memory of doing the full assignment. You've got to get the 5. You've got to get into this mode where what happens is, like I said, when it's inside you and you're really a networker, you don't need the coins anymore. And so right now you're using the coins to train your brain. And if you guys are doing it partially, you're not getting the reps. So you've got to go through. And so this is the thing. You've got to go through the experience of getting to your house at the end of the day and being like, damn, I only have 3 coins moved to my left pocket. I got to turn around and I got to go find 2 more people. So that means you may have to walk back to the subway. You might have to walk back to the bus stop and just get on the bus and ride to the next stop and then turn around and take the bus back to the last stop. I mean, when you do that, when you go through that, now your brain is like, damn, Wes isn't messing around. I got to get out there and get my 5. And so you're training your brain. It's like, we're not going home until we have our 5, because I'm not going all the way home and then turning around and leaving again and having to ride the bus both directions to get the last 2. So then what happens is now you wake up in the morning and your brain's like, where's number 1? Where's number 1? Like, I'm ready to go. I want number 1 by like 9 a.m. I want number 2 by 10 a.m. I want number 3, 4, 5 by noon. So now it's like noon and now your brain's like, shoot, 5? Maybe we should be getting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because now you've taught yourself, now you don't need the coins because you've done it enough to where it's natural. You're meeting people all the time and then you get to choose. See, that's what's great about this. When you get really good at it, you get to choose who you recruit. You get to choose who you work with. Right now, you guys need to y'all just got to recruit somebody. Y'all got to build your list. You got to get more people. You got to meet more people. You got to get out there. You got to network. You got to, meet more people. You got to talk to strangers. You got to introduce yourself. You got to get out of your comfort zone. All those things got to happen. When you get better, then you can pick and choose who you talk to because you got so many. So you'll have to get better at doing all 5 reps because you're not going to get the training. You're not going to get the muscle memory. You're not going to get the breakdown. It's like going to the gym, like I told Marcus, and doing 2 reps. Simba, you're going to stay skinny in your muscles if you're only doing 2 reps or 1 rep. It's no good. It's not enough. Okay? You got to do 5. Got it? I know you're at
I understand.
Okay. All right, get back to the show. Don't go home tonight until you have your 5. Okay?
Copy that.
All right. Sammy, what you got?
Hello?
I hear you.
Yeah, hey, what's up, Wes? How are you?
I'm good, buddy. You?
I'm good. Just been a crazy day, but a good day. I definitely am working through in the same situations as Marcus and Simba. The whole situation of not going home before the 5. I have been walking around with the coins literally since you told me to put them in my pocket. I literally have them in my pocket literally right now. You can hear them.
Okay. Yeah. Love it.
But my thing is that I feel like I overthink way too much when I'm trying to actually prospect somebody, even just with the information that you're telling me to use. And I think that's my biggest thing.
Okay.
Because I don't have an issue, not to cut you off, I don't have an issue like speaking in confidence through myself, but the information.
But here's the thing. Remember though, we're not recruiting. Okay. You have to build the relationship first. So you have to be friends first, recruit later. So this is a building process. And we talked about this a couple weeks ago when we started that in this business, the work that you're doing right now will not pay you for 60 to 90 days. Okay. So these people that y'all are meeting every day right now, you're not going to recruit them today. You're probably not going to recruit them tomorrow. And you're probably not going to recruit them this week. But the objective is you're training yourself how to be a better networker. So your job is to not complicate it and not to recruit them. Your job is just to get their number. Your job is just to meet them, to get their IG. The assignment is to get 5 numbers or Instagram or Facebook usernames per day from a new person. That's the assignment. So you are complicating it because that is it. That's all you have to do. So that means that you could just go outside and, like I told Simba, get on the subway or get on a bus or go to a store or go to the mall or go stand on a popular corner, go to the playground. I don't care. There's a lot of places where people go to Times Square. I mean, there's a lot of places where you can just meet people all day. Once you get good at it, then it's normal and natural, and you don't have to go out of your way to do it. See, right now, you're training your mind. Like I said, this is like doing 15 or 20 reps on the bench press versus doing 2. That's why you have to get 5. 1's not enough. 2's not enough. 3's not enough. 4's not enough. 5 is probably like a bare minimum. So, because now you're getting good at meeting people, now you have to get good at working on those relationships and finding things in common. That's why I said it's good to get people's IG, because now you can like their photos, you can see what they're into, you can follow them. Hopefully they'll follow you. Now you have a new contact. Now you have to massage that relationship. You have to work on that relationship before you can prospect them. But here's the other thing. If you get their IG, you might go to their Instagram and see, man, this person travels all the time. They love to travel. What a great thing. What a great thing to talk about. Like, oh my gosh, we just met on the subway. I just saw you've been to like 20 countries. This is so crazy. That's so cool. That's like my dream. What was the last country that you've been to? What's your favorite? I mean, these are easy things to talk about that are simple. You don't have to have an ulterior motive. So you don't have to overcomplicate it and think like, how am I going to recruit this person? What am I going to say? What if they ask me questions? How am I going to sign them up? How am I going to get them to a meeting? What meeting am I going to get them to? You don't need to worry about any of that. The assignment was to get 5 numbers or 5 IGs a day. And every time you get one, you move the coin from the right pocket to the left pocket. You guys got to stop going home with the coins in the wrong pocket.
Got it.
You're complicating because it's not hard. You guys live in New York. It's like, what you have to do is walk down the street. I understand people are rude in New York in general, and they don't talk. They're not as friendly. But you know what that means? That means that you're probably going to have to get some no's. You're going to have to get some people telling you off or being rude or not talking to you or ignoring you or thinking that you're weird in order to get to 5. So to get to 5, you might have to ask 10. You might have to talk to 10. Maybe you go to the pizzeria that you get to go to and meet the girl or guy behind the counter, the manager, whatever. Like you need to be in the habit of everywhere you go. Hi, my name's Wes. Really nice to meet you. Are you from here? Do you live around here? Is this where you work? Do you run this place? Are you the manager? Man, I love coming here. I love y'all's coffee. I love y'all's pizza. You know, I shop here all the time. You know, oh, do you ride this bus often? Oh, do you ride this train often? Bro, these are go back to what we talked about last week. This is like dating. This is human replication. It's the same thing. You can, but the good news is this isn't you. She doesn't have to be hot. It doesn't even have to be a she. It could be a he. It could be a her. It could be whatever. Doesn't even have to be hot. Like, at least if you're talking about dating, you've got to be picky about what you like and what you're willing to pursue or what you're willing to, be attracted to. With this is just, if they can fog a glass and they have an IG or a phone, then they count. So you just got to get outside your comfort zone and stop going home at night with the coins in the wrong pocket. I'm telling you, once your brain goes through that, it's the same thing as me going to the gym and not getting a good workout in. I'm pissed off like the entire time I get back because I'm like, damn, I drove all the way there, 25 minutes. I got distracted. I didn't do my reps. I didn't get a good workout in. Now, as punishment, I've got to turn around and drive 25 minutes home, and I didn't get a good workout in. It's the same thing. You're training your brain that exact same way. If you go home and you've got to turn around and go back out and get on the subway or go get on the bus because nothing else is open, it serves you right. Like, you do that a couple of times and your brain is like, I'm not doing that again. Like, I'm going to get the 5 earlier in the day so that I don't have to turn around and leave my house tonight.
Right.
I'm
And
not doing
definitely
that anymore.
the Facebook groups, the travel groups, those are definitely helping me out a lot as
Good.
well in terms of the communication, being able to just, contact people that are already open to talking about,
Good.
just travel and all of that. So that's been
And
working.
it's another, but don't try to start recruiting right away because everybody's going to
Hmm.
block you and then you're going to get kicked out of the group. So make
Right.
sure you're talking to people first and asking questions. Where do they want to go? What's their favorite spot? All that stuff first. Don't get kicked out of the groups. Be careful with that. And don't post any spammy stuff in any of the groups. Just post a generic profile
Yeah.
or whatever, so that you don't get kicked out. But that's just, bro, that's just part.
Hmm.
So if you meet people that way, that's fine, but you need to get out and meet people in person. And you guys
Okay.
live in New York, so
Yeah.
there's 7 million people there. So this
Gotcha.
is not hard. You just got to
Okay.
do it. Okay?
No problem. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, anybody else? Any other questions?
I have someone that's want to get on a call with you tomorrow.
Okay, just text me.
Okay.
I still don't know what time I'm going to be in Texarkana yet. I'm waiting on the other Wes to see what he's gonna do, if we're gonna carpool or he's gonna follow me or what. So um, I'll let you guys know.
Hey Wes,
Yo,
question. So what? I was just thinking this earlier. What do people say to you? Like, like you said, everybody gets no. So like, what is a no to you? Like, what are they like? How does that work for you? Like, what do you
when I'm when I'm
like when
presenting.
you're prospecting? Let's say it's somebody you knew in the past, or even someone you just met, and you building a relationship with.
Mhm.
When do you
No,
determine?
no,
Like,
what kind of no? Like getting their number? Like when you're trying to
no,
meet somebody?
well, like getting them to sign up,
Give me an
basically.
example. Why don't you give me an example of what you're?
Okay, someone you're on the phone with somebody that you already have a relationship with. You do the third party validation, then you say, "What do you
What did
like
they
best?"
see? What did they see? What they
They
watch?
saw a live presentation.
A live presentation?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you got them on a third party?
Well, I'm saying like for you, like if someone like I'm trying to figure out like when do you determine okay, this is a no
If it's not a yes, it's a
if
no.
it's not yeah.
That's how I do it.
Oh,
So,
if
see,
it's
here's
not
the
a yes.
thing, because
Okay.
remember, this business isn't a follow-up business. You can't be in the follow-up business. It's crazy. Like back in the World Ventures days, I would meet reps and they're like, this week's going to be a huge week for me because like this guy's signing up on Thursday, this girl's signing up on Friday, this girl's going to be signing up like on Saturday. This guy's been telling me he's going to be signing up this week. He's been telling me that for like 2 weeks. This girl's going to be signing up. This girl, and sometimes, and y'all know I don't have a filter, and so sometimes I would just smile, but normally I wouldn't. I would just stop them and I would go, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is not going to be a big week for you. And it was like somebody ran over their dog, because here's the reality. The reality is if they didn't say yes when you first exposed them, that's a no. This is not a convincing business, and it's not a follow-up business. It's a sorting business. You just have to get no's so you can get closer to your next yeses. If it's not a yes, it's a no. There is no maybe. There is no next week. There is no when I get paid. There's no reason for there to be a when I get paid, because there's a $20 option. And if you guys are talking to people that don't have $20 in the bank, they're the wrong people. So everybody can sign up. We already talked about objections, Marcus, the very first week, where we talked about if somebody says money, if somebody says time, if somebody says they don't travel. We went through all of that. Those are objections, right? So they're telling you how to answer the objection. And if you're focusing on what they liked best, you're getting the good information, not the bad. So you don't even talk about what they don't like if you close properly. But if it's not a yes, it's a no. They're off my list. I'm not following up. I already told you. My program is they are either a yes or they're a no, and the no's are all watching. They're watching you, they're watching me. Anybody who's told me no, and I've people told me no, not a lot, but some have. And so then Now they're watching. So I could show, I gave you guys an example of somebody who told me no in pre-launch and then sent me a message on IG and now is signed up. And also Tony, who's one of our new guys, who's been on a couple of these calls, but his brother passed this last week, and so he hasn't been on. He was on some. And Tony, I tried to get Tony to our pre-launch event because he's a super good networker, not network marketing wise, but he owns a promotion company, a big Latin music company. He came to our Frisco event a week ago, and then his brother passed, and he's in LA with his family right now. But he brought, and it was his first event. I just signed him up. His message was the message I read to you guys on like the first night. And so he said, I've been watching what you're doing. I tried to get him to the pre-launch event like in April, May. And then he messaged me because he's like, man, you guys have already been to the Bahamas. Y'all been to Tulum. You've been to Miami. Like, give me what's the deal? I want to know. And I'm like, bro, I try to tell you. So that's the thing. They're watching you, Marcus. So you've got to be traveling. You've got to be having success. You've got to be staying consistent. You've got to be visible. So your work needs to be visible. Your attitude needs to be visible. Your travel needs to be visible. Your mindset needs to be visible because they're watching you. So the no's are always watching. And some of those no's will eventually sell themselves because you stayed consistent and you didn't quit and you didn't give up, and they're going to come back to you. But we do not follow up. We do not follow people. We don't chase. We don't convince. We sort. But the problem is you guys aren't sorting enough. You know, you're not getting in front of enough people. Why is your team not bigger? You're not getting in front of enough people. You need to be a better networker. You need to meet more people. You need to get outside your box. You need to meet people in the town that you've lived in for a year that you don't know anyone in. And I've been telling you to go to these events for 3 weeks now. We're on day 20. And you're just now starting to go to them, which is good, but like you could have started 2 weeks ago, you know? So what I'm saying is don't worry about the no's. I told you guys, I love it when I get a no. I'm like, yes, because I very rarely got no's back in my Cutco days, but I loved it because I knew if I started with a no, because I knew my numbers. So I knew that if I got a no, my next appointment was going to be a yes because I closed 70 or 80% of my sales. So if I got a no, I knew that I was going to have a good day the rest of the day if I had 3 or 4 more appointments lined up because I already got my no out of the way. I know the numbers. I know the business. It's a numbers game. You're not getting in front of enough people. You're not inviting enough. You're not prospecting enough. Your list is not long enough. You're not redoing your list. You're not exposing. Those are the actions. So you can't worry about the no's. And so to me, if it's not a yes, it's automatically a no. And so then you need to get good at making all those people grab their popcorn and watch Marcus kick ass and travel and do the stuff that he said he was going to do. So you need to be posting things on your social media that make you look busy, that make you look successful. Can't all be business stuff, but you need to be visible so that all the haters and all the no's and all the maybes, even if you did them wrong, there's no reason to go back to them. They will come to you eventually, but you've got to do something in between to make them come to you because just getting one name a day is not going to cut it. You're not going to get to where you want to get to.
Got you. I understand.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Speak now, forever hold your peace. All right. Congrats, all of you, Live for 300s. I know there's going to be a lot of you like in the next day or two, and some of you when our graphics pop back in, maybe you'll be Live for 300. Congrats, Daryl, on Live for 300. I'll see you on Tuesday. Everybody invite for the events over the next couple of days. We're going to have some incredible events Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Those events are being posted in the group right now if they're not already there. And so if you need the times, dates, or locations for Memphis or Texarkana or Dallas, you just look in the Facebook group and you'll see them. Have a great night, guys. See you back here tomorrow night. I probably, if I'm late tomorrow night, I'll have somebody on here for you guys. But I should be done with Texarkana in time to, I may be on my phone, but I'll be done. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.